In this part of the unit electrostatics, you will learn about electrostatic potential energy of a system of 2-point charges, and then we will generalize it for n number of point charges. In this case, you can see this q1 point charge is brought from infinity to any point in the space where there is no source charge. So electrostatic potential due to any source charge at the position of this q1 charge is 0. So work done in bringing it from infinity to this position is 0. What happens when we bring another point charge q2 from infinity? In this case, work done will not be 0 because it has to work against the electrostatic potential of q1, and that work done on q2 will be W2 is equal to W21, work done on second charge against the repulsion of first charge, is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 q1 by r12. What is this? q2 into potential at position q2 due to charge q1. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 by r12 is the electrostatic potential at the position of q2 due to point charge q1 into charge q2 will be the work done W2. When this point charge q3 is being brought from infinity, amount of work done will be against the electrostatic potential of q1 plus against the electrostatic potential of q2. So W31 plus W32 will be the total work done on q3. W3 is equal to W31 plus W32. Their values are put up. If we bring fourth point charge q4, it will have to work against the electrostatic potential of q1, q2 and q3. What will be net amount of work done on q4? W41 plus W42 plus W43 is equal to, put up their values, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge which is being brought into potential due to q1 charge, potential due to q2 charge, potential due to q3 charge. So this is algebraic sum of these three amounts of work done. These three. This is W4. Now firstly we will consider a system consisting of 2-point charges q1 and q2. We know that when q point charge is being brought from infinity to any point in this space where already there is electrostatic potential V due to a source charge, then work done in bringing this q charge is given by W is equal to q into V. V is the electrostatic potential present there due to any source charge. And how we define this electrostatic potential? It is work done per unit charge which is being brought. W by q is equal to V, or W is equal to q into V. If q1 charge is brought initially when there were no source charges, then V is equal to 0. So work done in bringing q1 is equal to 0. We can show in this 3D with respect to this 3D reference point O, the position vector of q1 charge is r1, position vector of q2 point charge is r2, position vector of q2 point charge with respect to q1 is r12. So amount of work done in bringing q1 charge from infinity to this position is 0 because there were no source charges. Then this second charge was brought in presence of q1, so amount of work done in bringing this q2 charge will be electrostatic potential at position B due to charge q1 into charge q2. How much is electrostatic potential at position B? That electrostatic potential at position B will be V1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 by r12. So amount of work done in bringing q2 will be W2 is equal to q2 into V1. Put up the value of V1, you get W2 is equal to q2 into potential at the position of q2 due to q1, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 by r12. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy of two charge system, and it is denoted by U. U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 q1 by r12 is electrostatic potential energy of a system of 2-point charges. Now we will generalize it for n number of point charges. When first charge q1 is brought in this space when there were no point charges or no source charges, w1 was 0. When second charge was brought, w2 work done on q2 will be w2 is equal to w21, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q2 q1 by r12. Already this you have learnt. So when this third charge is brought, it will have to work against the potential of first charge and against the potential of second charge. So w31 plus w32 is equal to w3. When fourth charge is brought, it will have to work against the potential of first, second and third. Had there been fifth charge shown here, then that would have been w5 is equal to w51 plus 52 plus w53 plus w54, so on. When nth charge is brought, amount of work done in this system consisting of n charges will be wn, means on nth charge amount of work done is against first charge, against the potential of first charge work will be done on nth charge, plus against second charge, third charge, so on, against n minus 1th charge, against n minus 1th charge. All these amounts of work will be added up algebraically, and this will be accumulated in the form of potential energy of the system of n point charges. You can see here w is equal to w1 plus w2 plus w3 plus w4, so on, plus wn. Put up their values. w1 is 0, w2 w21, w3 against 1 and 2, w4 against 1 2 3, w5 against 1 2 3 4, so on, wn against 1 2 3, so on up to n minus 1. These will all be added up. Their values are put up here, and we can generalize a term. If we want to write a general term, then what will be w is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common term. We can write in place of q2 q1 q3 q1 like this, we can write qj qi sigma by rij, and I varies from 1 to n minus 1. I varies from 1 to n minus 1, and this j varies from I plus 1 to n. Like this we can write. So this will be a potential energy of a system consisting of n point charges. Same expression can be written as in another notation also. In this notation, what we have assumed, I varies from 1 to n, j varies from 1 to n, I is not equal to j. In this expression, each calculation, each work will be repeated. As you can see, q1 q2, if you are writing q2 q1 will also be there, q3 q4 also, q4 q3. So we have introduced one term 1 by 2 in this expression. Both are similar, notations are different, and somewhere you may find this notation also. Potential energy is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught sigma qj qi by rij, all pairs taken. Thank you.